Hello and welcome back to Lorefet Gaming Plays Baldur's Gate 3. I'm your host Lorefet. In this Baldur's Gate 3 walkthrough video, we're going to go ahead and day 7 and also an Act 1 at the same time. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Dungeons & Dragons video games that are guides, builds, or walkthroughs just like this. In the last video, we defeated Grim, got some nice armor in the process. Also got Grim's skull, the helmet. That was really nice too. So let's go ahead and double check on the questing before we actually go to camp. Now, before you end an act or so, do, like I said, the main quest. Make sure you get all the side quests as done as you can. This looks good so far while I'm checking. Now, the game forces me to do Shadowheart's Romance again, stage 1. Yeah, it repeated again, so that's the main reason why I omitted that romance, because it's the exact same thing, exact same choices. Yeah, I don't want to repeat things, but if you ever get that, go through the romance like you normally do. Looks like everything's good to go. I'm basically forced to go into Act 2 to continue questing and on with the story. So let's get to the camp. I'll be back after all the talking.
Looking at something? The only benefit to a mirror when you have my condition, it doesn't quite make up for the lack of a reflection, mind you. Preening in the looking glass? Petty vanity? Of course I miss it. I've never even seen this face. Not since it grew fangs and my eyes turned red. Is it? What do you see when you look at me? Oh, go on. This is meant to be flattery, not poetry. Just tell me I'm beautiful and we can call it a day. Observant. Mirrors aren't much use, but being reflected in someone else's eyes? Well, I could do worse. Ah, my favorite traveling companion.
Moving ahead.
Hey, soldier, well, I'm not feeling so good. My engine is getting worse. Feels like it's going to burst out of my chest. We need to catch up with Damon. See if he's thought of a way to fix this thing. If it can be fixed. Well, I imagine it's lights out, Big K. And then it'll be just you, your parasite, and the wild yonder. I'm sure you'd manage. But this old girl's got a few things to do before it comes to that.
A private word would be nice.
You must have questions.
Even in such fraught times as these, there's peace to be found in the stillness as evening draws in. I used to while away many hours just like these with my companion, though in far comfier surrounds. She preferred it when we were alone, curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us, ink glinting in the firelight. Not everyone is comfortable being alone with their thoughts, though I never felt alone with a book in my hand, or with her for company. I speak of Tara, my Tressim, assistant, my constant companion through all the ills and tribulations my hubris has thrust upon me. She'd be proud to see me keeping such fine company. The savior of those poor tieflings, no less. And I've given her precious little to be proud of recently. after I was afflicted with my condition, and locked myself in my tower for an entire year. I was inconsolable, wallowing in my self-inflicted tragedy. Given up on myself. But Tara never did. It was her encouragement, her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that magically infused items were the key, she went out to find them for me. She saved my life. She has a good heart. She'd recognize the same in your actions here. I'm sure she'd approve of me lending myself to your efforts. Smart does her a disservice. She's a fine wizard in her own right, though somewhat held back by her lack of opposable thumbs. You remind me of her somewhat. There's a steeliness in you, an unwavering tenacity, even in the face of, to be frank, quite dire odds. Wish you were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake such a journey. She's safer at home. Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak. Find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mistra's coattails. So that's what I'm doing. I hope. Very funny. But as we all know, nymphs are sticklers when it comes to their bathing routines. You, my friend, haven't been near a fresh spring in a 10-day or more. Not that I don't appreciate your musk. Actually rather like it. Well, this seems as good a time as any for me to stop babbling on. Wine is to wit, as meat is to... Oh, can't bloody remember it. There I go then, proving your point. Perhaps we'd better leave it at that. My ineloquent tongue isn't worthy of your ear at present. Go, enjoy your evening. Nothing better for the heart than a good night's rest. And mine is gladdened to know I'll have the pleasure of your company again come morning.
I thank you for the invitation to your camp. It's, well appointed, not too crowded, perfect for thinking, and I've been doing just that. It's about Wulbren. We know he's been taken to Moonrise Towers, and we know I'm going to save him. The problem is this: a preponderance of evidence that I am a terrible adventurer. I'm not sure I should trust Wulbren's fate to, well, me. You've done so much already. I'm hesitant to prevail upon you again, but I can't risk recapture. I barely escaped last time. You'd do it then. You'd look for him. That's very decent of you. Thank you. There's something else you should know. Something I can no longer ignore. I know you've learned about the gnome's pursuit of rune powder, but do you know what it truly is? Until very recently, I thought rune powder was a myth. A substance so powerful it could fell a city. A nation. The Iron Hand gnomes have proven the impossible. Rune powder is real, and they have it in their possession. Destruction. The only thing it's good for. But destruction of what? Well, I'm hoping Wulbren will be able to tell us. I shouldn't have let him drift away. Shouldn't have let that lot get their claws into him. Now more than ever, I need to find him. We need to find him. He's the only one I might be able to speak to sensibly. I'd kiss you, but neither of us deserve that. Thank you. I haven't been there myself. The area around it is, well, cursed. Terrifyingly so. I did hear something interesting, though. There are shades that plague the path to the towers. Shades that fear not steel, but light. Dwergar, who mentioned it, sounded truly traumatized. It was almost amusing. Like what? Alchemist, tinkerer, adventurer, curmudgeon. I wear many hats, most with great enthusiasm. Thank you for noticing. Barcus Wroot is my name. Baldur's Gate is my home. Back in the city, I offered my expertise to the highest bidder. I was quite popular, too. I'm not picky about my customers. I suppose I'd be very, very sad. Then, after a while, I'd find whoever killed him and put a smoke powder bomb in their trousers.
That was a lot of information, not only from party members and their situation, also the two in our camp who are not party members or so. This is really good, so we did get a lot out of it. If you do need to respec, talk to Withers too. Unfortunately, Will has nothing to say. Yeah, as always, talk to everybody in the camp, no matter what. In case you get some information, I really don't want to talk to Volo. He still wants me to take out my eye. Yeah, basically, yeah. It's a mishap. You could do it. You get, see invisible, but I think you lose 1 point of intelligence because you went with Volo's operation. I'm just telling everybody that. Okay, Shadowheart is still happy with us. So let's talk to the druid next.
You wish to speak? Impressive. Most would quake at the mere thought of delving that far into the Underdark. What did you find? Keep looking. If they're present, then it's likely there's a route to Moonrise somewhere. It may prove impossible to avoid the Shadow Curse entirely, but if you find any way to limit your exposure, seize it. With such stimulating company? Never better.
I'm going to go ahead and now end day 7, so this way I can end the chapter. And by the way, if you come from this part of the Underdark to the tunnel to Shadow Curse lands, no, it will not skip a day. I'm just telling everybody that now. It's weird with the mountain pass, you automatically get forced into that, but that's alright. I'm just checking my weapons and armor and such and see what I have so I can give to my party members. Now, good thing the camp will track your food, which is really great. Okay, that is good enough. I'm going to go ahead and end the day. Now, if you get the Shadowheart romance trigger, once again, I'll say definitely go with it. It's a repeating thing, so I had to get rid of it. Otherwise, yeah, you will definitely be seeing it. Mine trigger at the Tiefling party. So, the day ends, and now we're officially, you guessed it, on, I should say, is day 8. And we're ready to end the act since we have nothing there. I'm going to go ahead and switch out some of my party members because I want to have some with me. I could get some, I should say, inspirational points and also some approval points too. Basically, Karlach, I want to get her approval points up there. She is really lacking behind. Astarion, I have to still figure out how to do it without going too far. Still, if I do need him in a dungeon or so, yeah, he is definitely coming with me. You're going to need a rogue for that. Now, Karlach, next video, I'm going to definitely respec her like crazy. You're asking, Fenton, why is that? Well, I felt like there's another, I should say, subclass is better than one that she has. The other one's alright, but I feel like it's much more better if I decide to go ahead and, of course, respec a certain way. I'll give that information in definitely the next video. For now, I'm going to go ahead and grab this, give her this item. Yeah, I made her medium armor, so this way she don't have to upgrade much for a while. I could have made myself another plate, but again, I really don't want to, you know, I should say, have like 2 critical hits where I could give that to someone else. Still, I have a good helmet, though. I mean, I can move in turns and such, which is nice. Yeah, and I gave her this. These boots are not bad. The gloves are all right. Eventually, down the line, I'll give her something much more better. But for now, I think she is all right. I give her that helmet, which is nice, though, in case a foe, you know what I mean, misses, and if they fail their dexterity save, they take extra damage. I gave her this, I should say, one-handed, two-handed sword. That's +1, which is all good. I try to talk to the dog and pet, and yeah, it stops there. It must be in the wilderness or cursed Shadowlands. So let's go ahead and, of course, check everything else. Then I'm going to go and get out of this camp and start the process of ending this act. I felt like at this point in this act, I'd done everything. I'm going to give everybody a warning once I am out of this camp. And there's withers, once again, if you need to talk to withers. So, we're out of the camp. Now, very important, make sure you do everything, because once you go up that elevator, you're really going to start Act 2. I'm not sure if there's some things left, I should say, you could do in Act 1 if you're in Act 2. So, do everything, grab every quest you can. Yeah, scour for experience points, scour for combat if you need to. I'm going to try to speak with the dead, so this way I have it triggered for the whole day. Okay, of course, does not respond. I did that intentionally. And there, so that's why I keep this nice necklace on me. Yeah, I'm going to be like emergency healer for my paladin. Yeah, in case I don't have a Shadowheart of that. So I'm going to go use the door. However, there will be a deep gnome I'm going to speak with. He's going to give us some great information about the Shadow Cursed lands.
You're going up there? You've either got iron guts or one of those moon lanterns. Shit. Good thing, too. You won't get far without one. The Death Dark's clogged the top land. Clear to Moonrise Towers. Only a moon lantern dispels it. Shadows, thick as a Dwero's skull, sucks the breath right out of your lungs. Go on up if you fancy. Me? I'd sooner take a swim in the dark lake.
Here we go.
We offer our prayers to the Dark Lady, whose comfort and grace heals all.
Moving in.
We offer our pain to the Lady of Loss, that she may truly know her faithful.
Let's see.
We offer ourselves to the darkness, that blessed Shah may give us her mercy.
Bet I can crack that open.
Now that Act 1 is done, now we're officially at Act 2. Well, actually, I'm going to call it official once I get into the Shadow Cursed lands. You heard me right. Once I'm there, I call it official start of Act 2. So basically, Act 1's done over with. Now it's history. I do advise exploring everywhere. I decided to let the narrator, of course, talk when I was interacting with the Shar stuff, which is pretty neat. So for now, I'm bringing this set of party members. I will do in between, I should say, episodes. Switch out Will with Gale. I should have had Gale in the party, number 1. And I'm keeping Karlach there. I definitely need her. Yeah, she's going to get some screen time in the future. I have a nice build set up for her. Well, I hadn't tinkered with her stats yet because I felt like, yeah, I'll just go just let it lie right there at this point in time. I'm going to go ahead and explore, make sure everything's there, grab some loot and such, grab anything before I do end the video. I'll end it at the entrance, I should say, of this Shadow Cursed Lands. I cannot wait to show everybody that. It's a very good mechanism, that's all I'm going to say. Oh, looks like a adept of the absolute guy is butt kicked. Yep. Oh, wow. There's some nice scrolls. Yeah, I'm going to have to definitely spend some gold for Gale. Oh, wow. They didn't make it. Well, True Soul Near didn't make it also. Okay, we're done. Now it's time for a fun recap. The first thing I did was I decided to go camping, talk to everybody I can in camp that does need to be talked to. After that was said and done, rested up, switched some party members, gave Karlach some nice stuff. Talked to a deep gnome by the elevator to the Shadow Curse Lands. After that, into Act 1, we're in Act 2 now. In the next Baldur's Gate 3 walkthrough video, we're going to go ahead and officially start Act 2 at the Shadow Curse Lands. This is it for my Baldur's Gate 3 PC walkthrough, Day 7 end and Act 1 end video. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thank you for watching and have a great day or night. Do please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more classic and modern Dungeons & Dragons walkthroughs, builds, guides, and more just like this. If you like what you see, then go ahead and pick my suggestion on the upper left-hand corner or YouTube suggestion on the bottom left-hand corner. I'm going to go ahead and relax in this nice chair.